What is not for everyone, but society acts like it is. Hustle, grind, climb the corporate ladder culture. I just want to do what I'm good at and enjoy my life. Not kill myself getting to the top. Social media. Imagine being a 6th grader and having people think you're weird if you don't have an Instagram. That shit is poison. Wrecked our interpersonal skills. Ruined relationships. Perpetuated bullying into cyberspace when it used to end at the school day. Cemented embarrassment if you get recorded. The list goes on. Alcohol. Some people can't fathom that others can't be arsed to drink it. Or choose a sober lifestyle after a bad experience. Success in our modern way of thinking about it. Not everyone wants or can handle being extremely wealthy, famous, or powerful. Some of us just want our slice of a good life and live it. College. Being connected all the time. Wi-Fi, TV, streaming. Having children. Sex. Nobody should be shamed for having sex or not having sex. Marriage. Working the same job career for 40 years, or just working a 9-5. The whole early bird gets the worm mentality. Society tends to glorify being a morning person and waking up at the crack of dawn. But not everyone's wired that way. Some of us are night owls who do our best work after midnight. So, let's remember that not everyone thrives on the same schedule. And it's okay to be a night-loving creature in a world that often praises the early risers. After all, owls are pretty cool too. Interest in sports. Small talk. Dog ownership. Society. I'd much rather be a mountain man. Crop tops. Some of us still want the whole entire shirt, damn it. Drinking alcohol. Being a parent. I worked for the state's attorney in the Neglect and Abuse Division, and I swear, you should need a test before you can become a parent. Math teacher here. Algebra. Edit. I'm not saying mathematics, I'm saying algebra. 40-hour work week. College. Hookup culture. Driving, drinking, drugs, social media, and parenthood. Marriage and kids. Kung fu fighting. Sex. Having children. Credit cards. Waking up every day early in the morning. And working an 8-12-hour day. I recently started reading about sleep. And how there are 3 categories of the body's preferred sleep cycle. And a huge majority of the population actually aren't designed for the kind of life we are forced into by modern standards. Driving. Weed. Being extroverted and constantly craving social interactions. Drinking. It's everywhere and tied to so many social activities. Commercials for alcohol everywhere. Boozy morning talk shows. Vacations and cruises centered all around alcohol. Every sporting event ever. Even movie theaters. A friend of mine recently went to rehab and have cut back personally to be supportive, and my God, to be a recovering alcoholic these days must be rough. Everywhere is a constant reminder. Sex, marriage, children. Working 9-5. Based on recent unpopular opinion posts. Halloween costume parties for adults. Every time someone says they don't like them, they're met with "you just don't like fun" comments. Debt. The idea that in order to be part of this world, you have to focus on events that don't concern you. We're expected to be aware of conflicts all over the world. Poverty, crime, social problems, and all other kinds of horrible things that happen daily but don't concern us. This leads to constant panic and stress, caused by events and situations that aren't in our sphere of influence, but we're expected to be aware of them. There's almost no way to live a stable life when we're constantly battered over the head with events happening in other parts of the world. But if we ignore them, we're horrible people. Weed. It's been way too normalized to the point it's pushed now. Stuff gave me a panic disorder, long-lasting psychosis, and a general anxiety disorder. Absolutely ruined my quality of life. I know I am not the only one. The grind culture. The burnout other shit is real. In my current place, I'd have to say marijuana. It's actually interesting how many people are shocked I don't do it. Like I get it's a big business and a lot of people partake. But it really isn't for everyone. Kids. Sure, I don't have any issues with kids, but in the terms of being a parent, fuck that. Team sports. There are other ways to learn teamwork and be part of a group, such as orchestra, marching band, scouting, and a lot more. Michael Bublé Christmas songs. Booze. Kids. Alcohol. Therapy. For some people it's just words. Religion. Gender roles. Sports. Religion. Working on site 5 days a week. Relief money. Getting up early. I am a night owl and I hate getting up before 9 a.m. but am forced to do it for work in general. Civilization needs. Also, why do people act morally superior when they are early risers? It's biological. Conformity. Seeming normal. Getting a mortgage. It makes sense on paper to buy. But people don't plan for upkeep or emergencies. Then everything has to be perfect to sell. People who can't maintain a home will save a lot of time, money, and headache renting. Marriage and children. You can't be happy without it. According to some people, it doesn't matter why you don't have children or why you didn't get married. All people know to express to you if you tell them these things about yourself is sympathy. Lots of people can't have a conversation about that stuff without it seeming like a tragedy has happened to you. A 9-5 job. I'm a bartender server and a natural night owl. I honestly think that's why I even prefer the service industry, because I just feel more normal at night. Lol. I have my degree and did the 9-5 for about 2 years, but everyone's energy all day kinda makes me nauseous, smiling face with tear. But the relentless judgment for being on a different schedule than the rest of society is constant. Homeownership. Some people just don't have the budgeting skills, willingness, time, and knowledge to do maintenance, or the discipline necessary for homeownership. Nonconformity. Some people are better off being like other people than being themselves. And no one can go against the herd if there isn't a herd. Having children. Romance. Relationships. College. Working. College. Hookup culture. Weed. Alcohol dependency. Lack of communication and vulnerability, as well as cheating in relationships. Debt and homeownership. What else? Working while sick and downplaying therapy. For me, I don't want kids rolling on the floor laughing. Working from morning to early evening as a normal schedule for office jobs. My best intellectual work starts at around 9 p.m., but if I'm not working when I'm still groggy at 9 a.m., it's because I'm lazy. Guns. Well, at least in U.S. society. Desk jobs. All through school they preached that we were failures if we were anything less than doctors, lawyers, middle management, etc. So we all trained for those things and did really well. Now there aren't enough jobs to go around in those fields. Now it's just your degrees are useless, go work fast food, you failed. Really getting tired of the out-of-touch 50 crowd ruining people's lives. Alcohol, 40-hour work week 9 to 5, and debt. Meditation. Having kids.